Hello, BookTube. It's Friday, and I'm here, well, not with Friday Reads, because I have not read anything in 2 weeks. It's more or less to explain my absence. A week ago, Monday, I'm not sure if that was the 25th, on Monday morning, I had a bit of an episode. Early in the morning, I felt extremely dizzy sitting down. Felt like I was going to fall off my chair. And all of a sudden, as that dissipated, chest pain and left arm pain and breathing difficulties. My heart was racing. So I sort of thought, it's not going away. And all the symptoms add up to you know what. So the paramedics came and they hooked up their little machine. And if I was in Las Vegas, I would have hit the jackpot. The lights started blinking and sirens going off. My heart rate was approaching 300 and possibly going over. So I was taken into the hospital. But as soon as they put me on the ambulance, my heart seemed to calm down and I felt fine. But it showed everything that I had had a heart attack. So they kept me in my local hospital here, but they needed to do an angiogram. So I was sent to Cambridge. But before I was sent to Cambridge, I was exposed to someone in the next bed with COVID. So by the time I got to Cambridge, Saturday, I had COVID. So they did the angiogram. I got the war wounds to prove it. They had to go up my arm. They with the catheter. They couldn't do my groin, so they had several obstructions in the artery for my arm, and so they had to plow their way through, which still is a very weak arm. I don't have much of a grip at the moment, but everything was fine. I got no obstruction, so it was a bit of an oddity. All the other tests show that it's fine. My heart's fine. It's probably a genetic issue that was triggered by something. Dozens of things. Good chance low electrolytes. Could have been a bit dehydrated. And they say stress, but I didn't think I was that stressed, but who knows? It's hard to tell. But I feel fine in that regard. They've got me on medication to slow my heart down. It's just the COVID symptoms that are sort of a pain now. My breathing isn't the best, but they released me last night because my breathing wasn't sort of life-threatening, and I self-isolate at home and write out the symptoms, which are not inconsiderable. Coughing fits at times. Feels like, having a flu in superdrive and overdrive. I don't really get much of a fever, but it just overall aches, and I have no taste, no appetite, no smell. So that's not fun. But anyway, I'm back, and it's a bit of a test to see if I can actually do a video with my breathing, which seems to be okay. Bit of coughing. And I came back to, I've been promising this massive book haul, which the books have arrived. They arrived this past Tuesday, quite late, but that was fine. I couldn't get to them until last night and this morning. I've got most of them unpacked, and so far I've counted about 150 books, and there's one box to go. I hope to get to start doing some videos in the next few days, One thing that also came that I've been waiting for from France for going on over a month now. I've mentioned that I bought the new edition of Abel Gance's the Wheel LaRue, and I watched that quite a while ago. But they also put out his 1919 J'accuse, uh, an unlimited edition box set, and it also has his 1937 thing, and it came as well, and it's in its own sort of packaged box that's got the styrofoam to protect it, and it's a massive thing. It's really heavy. It's in what I would call a clamshell case. It's cloth. As I said, I think it's limited to 1,500, and it's 12 inches at the spine. And as I say, I would call it a clamshell case because it's opens up like you would for a collectible or antiquarian book. This is sort of what it entails. And there's all these books with it. The first part is a fold out of the 8 Blu-rays, and there's a view of as soon as you open it, and they don't like it when they put it in these slots because it can damage the Blu-rays. Their Blu-rays are a bit more hardy than the DVDs, but they seem to be okay. I'm going to have to get some sleeves, but it's got extras, it's got the films, and then it's got a massive book here. It's a flip book, English and French, and again it's the full height of the box, so it's about 115 pages long each, and then they've got facsimile of the scenario. Well, it says 1917, but I think that's when it was written, but it was released in 1920 or 1919, and it's the scenario, the script, and yeah, it's obviously in French, but for a silent film there's a heck of a lot of stuff there. It's just page after page and corrections and so forth. I can't really read that, obviously, and also the same for the 1937 version, which is a bit bigger because it's got dialogue, but it's very much the same, but less actually direction and things. Sorry, my arm doesn't hold up very well, but yeah. So I just thought I'd come on. I'm sure that I'm quite pleased about this. The J'accuse. It'll be well before I get around to watching it, probably, but it was pricey. I think it worked out with shipping just under £70, I think, which, considering what there is there, it's not that bad. But I splurged. I shouldn't, but I did splurge, and for the both of these, the LaRue, because they're sort of, especially this being a limited edition, it's going to be gone, and I'll never get anything like that again, or it'll go up to thousands of pounds. So in a sense, it's an investment if I do need to sell it at some point, which I hope I don't, but I could probably get at least my money back, if not more, once it has hit the out of print area. But yeah, I don't know the weight of it, but it's got to be a good 10 pounds plus, as I say. And the back, well, that sheet that I had was underneath the cellophane on the back, and it is cloth covered. Where I'm going to put it is a big question, because as you can see, I've got Blu-rays up here, and obviously that doesn't fit on the shelf. So at the moment, it's sort of putting it back in the box, the styrofoam box, and putting it behind me, behind my chair here. So I think I'll let you go. I'll leave for the moment. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the start the book haul. I'll see how I feel over the next few days, but I feel this has gone fairly well, even though my breathing is not the best, and I have to pause. But if nobody minds that, then we continue on, and it'll give me something to do. I was bored stiff. I was taken to the hospital only with my phone because I didn't even have bloody shoes, clean clothes, or anything. So it's been a rough 2 weeks, or a week and a bit, because I just been brain dead because there's nothing to do. There was nothing to read, and I can't read off my phone. It's just impossible. So I was thankful to a few friends through Voxer, to BookTube friends to sort of keep me company, and other ones emailing or WhatsApp to keep me sort of occupied to a certain extent. And I'm just hoping to ride these symptoms out. Hopefully get an appetite back. I've hardly eaten anything in 3 or 4 days. But I'm going to have to start forcing myself to something. But anyway, I'm alive, and I'll be back. Take care, BookTube.